Hey, good morning. This is Tim Waller from Caldwell Banker here in Wayne, New Jersey. I'm delivering this video today from my home office. And the topic today is on a recent blog that I did titled, "Should Home Inspections Be Done Before the Real Estate Contract is Finalized?" Well, back in 1984, when I first obtained my New Jersey real estate license, almost all home inspection clauses in real estate contracts were limited to major structural defects, such as the condition of the roof, heating system, electric service, well, septic, overall structural integrity of the foundation, and any termite or wood-destroying insects. Let's fast forward to 2012, and most home inspection clauses in real estate contracts today contain language that can read, if the buyer is not satisfied with the home inspection, that they then have the right to terminate and cancel the contract, with all deposit monies being returned to the buyer. The home inspection process today can and will take a seller's home off the market for a considerable amount of time, only to find out that they may have to put their home back on the market. Ouch! Not a very good situation for both buyer and seller. In my humble opinion, this phase of the real estate transaction should be completed prior to the real estate contracts being finalized by the lawyers. The seller should also have the right to continue to show their home during this phase, but they could not accept another offer until the buyer completed their inspections and informed the seller whether they will proceed with the purchase or, in the alternative, cancel their purchase within the 10-day period. Why? Because both buyer and seller would be able to agree or not to agree to any and all concessions and adjustments in the initial offer price based on results that were revealed in the home inspection report. This saves both time and money to all the parties involved. Why should a seller and buyer agree to finalize a contract for sale, then wait an additional 10 days for all the inspections to be completed, and wait another 10 to 15 days to see if the buyer is going to ask for any repairs or want to be compensated for any deficiencies within that home inspection report? I'm sorry, but this entire physical home inspection process, including the termite inspection, in my opinion, can be completed and analyzed within 10 days. Not 20, not 30, not 40. Of course, there are exceptions such as environmental issues, radon inspections, underground storage tank inspections, and of course, well and septic inspections. They may take longer, and therefore they would not be classified with that physical inspection, where the results would have to be delivered within 10 days. Now, besides, why should lawyers have to negotiate home inspection issues anyway? This should be the realtor's role, not the lawyer's role. Attorneys are never present during these inspections. I've been doing this almost 30 years. I've not once had an attorney for the buyer or seller ever show up at any one of my home inspections. I'm sure the majority, if not all, New Jersey real estate attorneys would appreciate and love to receive real estate contracts to review and approve where all the home inspection issues were already negotiated and resolved. After all, when clients are paying us a 5, 6, or even 7% commission of the purchase price, we should always be willing to go the extra mile to earn our fee. I also feel that sellers should start having their homes pre-inspected by a licensed home inspector before putting their home on the market. A copy of this pre-inspection report would be furnished to the buyer, who would have to review and initial each page of the report that, in fact, they have reviewed the report in its entirety. This process is done almost all the time and is very common when a seller is represented by a relocation company. Don't get me wrong, the buyer would still reserve the right to conduct their own independent home inspection, but the pre-inspection process initiated by the seller could possibly act as a check and balance to keep an eye on the overzealous home inspector. All in all, I believe in a level playing field for both buyer and seller. But I often get frustrated when a home inspector scares the living daylights out of a buyer by using words that over-exaggerate the actual defect. I'm all for quality home inspections, that enlightens both buyer and seller to the physical condition and quality of the home. And I hope in the near future that any and all home inspections are performed, completed, and issues resolved before the contracts are finalized with the lawyers. Buying a home is the largest purchase that a consumer may ever make in their lifetime. And it's important they have that home inspected by a reputable, licensed home inspector to ensure the quality and integrity of their purchase. So if you're thinking of buying or selling a home, please feel free to leave a comment or question here. You can also call or text your questions to 973-865-0249 or email me at tim.waller@cbmoves.com. I thank you for sharing this time with me, and I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Have a good day.